First of all, again, I'd like to welcome you to New Jersey's literally mini Smithsonian. A quick overview. We say history was made here for almost 100 years, from Marconi, going to the U.S. Navy in World War I. Okay, RCA was almost formed here, to our checkered history of the KKK being here in the late 20s, early 30s, to King's Christian College coming in after that, prior to World War II, and then the U.S. Army taking over in World War II, being here till 1997. So, when people say, Washington slept here, that was one night. We have like 80 years of technological innovation that's literally changed the world in this little place. We're a National Historic Landmark, only one of 2,600 in the United States. We're also New Jersey's World War II Living Memorial. Our 35-acre campus, again, I just told you, is over 6,000 square feet. But our former treasurer, John DeLuey, said we had the potential not only to be a regional, but a national site. And little by little, we're getting here, because people who've been here over the past 15 years, when we first did our first Wall of Honor in 2006, can see some changes that have come along. And I see Bob Zanzilleri, a few other guys shaking their heads over there, so they know what I'm talking about. I'm going to be speaking about a lot of bricks and mortar tonight, and I'm going to pass it on to Marc Natanagara, our education chair, who will help you update you on some of our STEM programs. So, on to our subordinate missions. And again, 2022 has been a great year. One of our subordinate missions is development. Develop an interactive hands-on learning center focused on the evolution of preservation of communications, electronics, and related technologies. In this past year, the Electronic Warfare, Signals Intelligence, and Radar Pavilion is almost online. It should be completed by the end of the year. And this is, we have a little bit of carpentry to do right now, but this is going to be outside there. And many of you were involved in this field working up at Fort Monmouth. The outdoor RC-12H guardrail electronic warfare aircraft is going to be display is almost ready. We got the aircraft, we got the people squared away to do it. Right now, we just have to get the anchors and transport the aircraft up here. This is something like, it's going to be about a $30,000, $35,000 job, and we have the funding, which is good. We're working on getting a fire museum to highlight the huge amount of modern innovation in the fire services that were developed by the military. This included, extinguishing agents, utilization of thermal imaging. The guys here at Fort Monmouth who were involved in 9/11 know about thermal imaging, because we used our equipment up there at the site, as well as critical two-way communications that could trace all their roots back to military research and technology. A lot of it's done at Fort Monmouth. Our fire station is going to be an integral part of not only Camp Evans' history, but also that of Southern Monmouth County. Melissa Ziobro, on our board, sitting right here, is working with Girl Scout Troop 177 on establishing a Women in Defense exhibit. You can find this information on the inside of the program when she's looking for money. Just let you know. But she does pretty good at that, because she also obtained a $7,500 grant for us so that we can refresh our African American exhibit. We still need a co-sponsor for it, because when I say, I'm talking to them about the African American exhibit, they say, man, you're a 6-foot Irishman with 7 kids. What the hell are you talking about an African American exhibit for? Anyway, we're looking for a sponsor. Jay Red is working on that for us. I know we've been talking about it, and hopefully we're going to be there pretty soon. And we have a guy here by the name of Bob Pericelli. Bob finished the 9/11 Remembrance Museum. I don't know if you've seen it down the hallway, if you had a chance to walk down and look at it. But Monmouth County was heavily involved in 9/11. Maybe not up on the site, but down here, the work that was done, plus stuff that was done up on the site, is memorialized in there. And the folks that put that together came from all over the state. Firemen who were on the pile, firemen who were at the site, firemen who were here hosing people down as they came off the ferries. So it's pretty good. Well, after that, he worked on the Lenape American Revolution exhibit. Both of them are down the hallway. You can take a look at them when you get a chance. And Dan Lieb. Dan, where you be?
In the corner.
In the corner. Okay. No one puts who was in the corner. Well, yeah. And Dan Lieb got a hyperbaric chamber for you scuba divers out there for the Maritime Pavilion. It's eye candy. That's going to be used as an example of dive technology demonstrating several laws of physics besides just being a cool exhibit. Now, another one of our subordinate missions is memorial. As New Jersey's World War II Living Memorial, we honor the accomplishments and service of veterans, civilians, and military by recognizing their contributions by preserving this unique historic site. The Wall of Honor, which we have tonight, is dedicated to giving recognition to those citizens who, by their life's work, have made significant contributions to the defense of our nation with their accomplishments at U.S. Army's Camp Evans and Fort Monmouth. Whoops, my fingers don't work as well as they used to. We also have John Savini and Bob Paracelli put together World War II every weekend near the end of August, where we have programs celebrating the accomplishments of the people that we had who brought an end to World War II. Our World War I exhibit right down this hallway, and the Military Technology Museum, which has over $7 million of military vehicles and equipment, some of which is only found here. The Smithsonian does not have this equipment. We have the Veterans Wall of Honor, where you can read about it and how to honor the veteran, and that's in your program. So preserving this site is an ever-continuing struggle. The New Jersey Historic Preservation Office funded a preservation master plan in 2015 that determined it would take over $15 million to restore this campus. This isn't the whole Evans area, this is just what we have here at InfoAge. Needless to say, we can only tackle this elephant by taking one little bite at a time. And that is what we've been doing, replacing roofs, bathrooms, paving our streets, renovating buildings, repairing heat and air conditioning. In addition, we are increasing our curb appeal just by painting 1 or 2 wooden buildings a year, by getting grants. We're getting a new entrance. Next time you come here, we hope to have a new entrance for you to see. So you don't have to walk on the street, you just be able to come straight in off the parking lot. And we're increasing our grounds maintenance. If anybody was here a couple of years ago, maybe 5, 6 years ago, when we used to have the Camp Evans Base of Terror, that was a great thing. It was a great fundraiser. At one time we cleared $75,000. Okay, the only problem was this place looked like a dump for 9 months out of the year. I mean, $75,000 a dump. Now we figured, okay, we can figure out a better way to find money. And well, here's a metric for you, because if you're you guys in the military, you always worry about metrics. But our attendance this year is up over 100% from 2021. So that is a good thing. As I said, one small bite at a time. Now, our third subordinate mission is a learning center. And as a National Historic Landmark, we try and inspire people, especially children. Face facts. I mean, we're here, we're going. These are. When you look at what New Jersey was in the way of technology and where it is now, we lost AT&T, we lost, we lost Sarnoff, we lost Fort Monmouth. Yeah, we lost all the defense contractors that we had. The talent drain was unbelievable. So we have to bring back the children. So inspire people, especially children, to learn and appreciate information technology to improve their lives and career opportunities. To tell you a little bit about that, I'm going to introduce Marc Natanagara, one of our newest board members and the head of our education committee.
I think I'm going to have to rely on my notes a little more than Mike. I think Mike could have done that in his sleep. Thank you so much. So at the time of its founding, I guess it's been about 23 years ago, this place was called the InfoAge, the Information Age Learning Center. Now I know this because Mike just mentioned it. It's in our mission statement. There are also various signs around here that still say Learning Center. Our IRS tax documents called it Learning Center. But somewhere along the way, it was renamed the InfoAge Science and History Museums. I assume because we wanted to emphasize the content of our growing exhibits, but also to help the public understand we were a place to visit, not some place to drop off their kids for tutoring. So for most of these 2 decades and with most of our exhibits, learning has meant sharing artifacts and information verbally and visually with our visitors. Seeing ourselves as a learning center, though, includes the realization that knowledge and skills aren't things you just pass to a child like a present. Learning is hands-on. It's experiential. It's interactive. It's something we individually and actively create through engaging with other people, places, and things. And boy, do we have some great people, places, and things here, all working together to inspire and teach visitors of all ages about our diverse content. So thanks to dozens of dedicated volunteers from the various nonprofits that make up InfoAge, we now have 20 high-quality museums and exhibits. Events like New Jersey Makers Day last March and new exhibits in the works are encouraging visitors to think, question, communicate, and create. My fellow educator, Melissa Ziobro, as you heard, is collaborating on 2 new exhibits on the important work of women and Black Americans. VCF, Electronic Warfare, Radar, and Shipwrecks are working on expansions. ISEC is partnering with more museums or more universities to share its live data. And CDL, the Computer Deconstruction Lab, looks different just about every time I walk into Building 9059. We are designing now for learning. Picture more Liberty Science Center rather than Metropolitan Museum of Art. Not that I dislike the Metropolitan Museum of Art, but... and because of our unique resources and people, we have earned a stellar reputation, pardon the pun, among schools in the tri-state area, and I do mean the tri-state area. We've had schools travel as much as over 2 hours to get to us. And when we say, well, we're only open from 12 to 5, they want to come anyway. So our reputation with them is that we are an unparalleled experience, not just something to look at or something to hear about. A combination of history, science, technology, engineering, and math, AKA STEM. In fact, walking around, you'll also see a lot of art and design. So in honor of my fellow trustee, John Henry, he and I are also longtime educators, I would argue that STEAM may be more accurate, but we can say STEM. We also recognize the shared responsibility to help address the imbalance of women and people of color in STEM education programs and careers. Understandably, as Mike said, the majority of our revenue from admissions, sponsorships, grants, and donations to date has gone towards ensuring that our buildings are safe, functional, and worthy of the precious materials being showcased in them. We must now put more attention towards the part of our mission that calls on us to educate the community, especially children, about the vital role New Jersey has played in the evolution of communications, computers, railroads, military tech, and other innovations. In the coming months, we'll be fundraising specifically to create new learning materials, activities, events, exhibits, and spaces that add more context, interactivity, and relevance to everything we know and love about InfoAge. Mike Ruane, and I see it's even in our brochure here, he's always saying to me he envisions the day when our parking lot is filled with yellow buses. Those are school buses, right, Mike? That's okay. Just checking. I didn't. Maybe it means something else to you. Okay. Well, I would tell you it's starting to happen. Last semester, between February and July, into July, we nearly maxed out our school field trip calendar with visitors from kindergarten to college. We've greeted hundreds of children, their parents, and their teachers, and found, I don't think this is an exaggeration, every one of them amazed and enlightened by what we have to offer. In fact, I think the most common comment we got was, I can't believe this is here. How do we not know about this? Indeed, how do we not know about this? We consider it both our duty and our honor to inspire the next generation, as our mission statement says, of innovators, dreamers, and thinkers. So thank you, Mike, and everyone here for giving me a few minutes to share my commitment to this mission, but especially to express our gratitude on behalf of the Education Committee for your support, and to urge you to do everything you can to help us see this through. Get the word out. Thank you, co-star. We love you. Volunteer here. Help us raise funds so that one day we will be the go-to place for school groups, families, and individuals to discover the past and to picture a brighter future of their own making. Thank you so much.
I'm only going to be another 15 or 20 minutes. I tell you, if I have here a wrap-up. If you believe in InfoAge, become a benefactor. Become part of us. You know, either as a member, spend time here, send people here, send money here. Okay. This thing here, literally the program that the state put together, it's going to cost us $15 million to restore this place. And right now, okay, we are 10 and a half, 11, $12 million behind. We're doing it one little bite at a time. Yeah, just tiny little increments, just little bites. itty bitty bites. But no, just if you believe in InfoAge, become a benefactor. That's all we're going to tell you.